Hello and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of March 31st through April 6th. The card that we pulled this week I've chosen from the Lioness Oracle deck, and it is the Eight of Swords. So as you can probably tell from this freaked out cat in this picture, the Eight of Swords is not a super positive card. But the good news is Swords cards are all about what's going on inside of our mind, so we have complete control over the energy this week. But the Eight of Swords is a card of feeling a little bit of anxiety or worry over the future. It's kind of the card that sort of personifies that quote that's often used in yoga classes where it's, if you're feeling depressed, you're living in the past. If you're feeling anxious, you're living in the future. If you are at peace, you are in the present. So that's the energy that this card is ideally calling out for this week, is for more present moment status. So I was recently talking with a friend over the idea of death of family pets and how that can bring such anxiety because you love them so deeply, and at a certain age you realize that it's inevitable. And he said something really wise, which is that pets are a great lesson in being in the present moment because that's all that they have. So it's really a lesson in finding that present moment and not being this freaked out little kitty, and recognizing that everything you need is right here. And if you feel like you need something else, if you're anxious for something coming in the future, it will come. But right now you are being provided with everything that you need in the present moment. And it's not a time to get caught up in your own thoughts, but instead to embrace what's in front of you and take it one step at a time, one challenge at a time. A lot of times we try and get 3 steps ahead of ourselves, and I know I myself have found that this week in my own life, that I'm getting a little overwhelmed with my schedule over the coming weeks, and I keep staring at my calendar and getting caught up in my own thoughts, and that's not the healthiest way to go about things. So if you find yourself doing something similar, whether it be with your actual schedule or with a situation in your life where you're future tripping and projecting your thoughts into the future and becoming overwhelmed, allow yourself the gift of the present moment and take it one thing at a time. You can't get next week's task done today, but you can do what's right in front of you. And the more focus that you can bring to what's in front of you, the calmer you will feel. And the more that you can continue to see that as you stay present, as you continue one task at a time, everything eventually gets done. So for a little support for this card, I drew something from the Vessel Oracle deck because I'm finding more and more that these little emotion cards from Spirit Speak are really helpful in interpreting the final message of the card. So today we pulled self-doubt. So I think that that's a really great way to look about this Eight of Swords energy. The idea that all of your stress, all of your worries, all of the things that are currently going through your head are all stemming from a place of self-doubt. And that's okay, that's natural. You need to honor those feelings, but you also have to recognize that everything is going on within you. There's nothing that's not within your control here. It's all about reworking your mind, rewiring your mind, finding time for stillness. I myself am feeling called to return to my twice daily 20-minute meditations. Even though my schedule's feeling overwhelming, that means that I need it even more. So if you have a practice that makes you feel calm and centered, this would be a great week to dive back into that if you've lost it. And if you don't have a practice, I encourage you to try out meditation. You don't have to have a lot of time in your schedule to carve out this mental vacation, because that's all that you need to deal with the Eight of Swords energy, is the ability to stay present, the ability to connect to your capacity to hold space for what's right in front of you. And just do one thing at a time. And maybe that one thing right now is to turn off your computer, put on some relaxing music, and sit and breathe.